Hi everyone, welcome to our page, Sydney and Richard. I'm Sydney.
And I'm Richard.
And we do beer reviews. So we're going to review a beer for you, but before I just wanted to talk about what's coming up in March. So March is a special month for us because March 15th celebrates our 2-year anniversary.
2 years.
2 years.
Woo!
High five.
High five.
And we're going to celebrate that by highlighting breweries that are having 2-year anniversary. So they've either hit their 2-year anniversary recently or like within the last couple months or it's coming up, but we're celebrating beers that are also having a 2-year anniversary.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, at the end of each episode, we will share a relationship fact with you guys about us. So we'll give you a little insight into what our 2 years have been like and some little factoids, some knowledge.
Some cute stories.
Some cute stories. So yeah, let's get started. So we have...
It's a smoked porter by Three Magnets Brewing.
What is the beer called?
It's RCW 70.160.
Oh yeah, it's got like a weird number. I don't even know what that is about.
Probably Dewey Decimal or something.
Yeah.
Any librarians out there, if you want to help us out.
Help us. They are in Olympia, Washington, which is a little bit outside of Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
About an hour to 3 hours south, depending on traffic.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. So, tell me about this place, Richard.
Yeah, so they're based out of Olympia. I've never had one of their beers, but people do talk about it. I mean, I'm excited to try it.
You have heard of it?
I've heard of it before. Should be good. And it's a smoked porter.
Yeah, what does that mean?
I love anything smoked, so I'm really excited. Basically, the barley, they roast it over an open flame so that the smoke from the fire kind of gets into the grains.
Oh.
So it should be really exciting. And porters are also really good beers. I mean, we both love dark beers. It's, it's supposed to be dark, easy to drink. It's usually pretty hoppy, but there's so much malt, it doesn't taste as bitter as you'd expect.
Okay. I'm excited. I do like porters. Let me open this. Yummy.
Oh yeah, that's really dark. I'm excited.
Thank you.
This is really dark. Good head retention, so you can see like
Oh, yeah.
some of that foam is staying on top. You can't really look down on it, but
Oh, it
it's
smells...
pretty good.
Already it smells like espresso.
It's like a really, really dark brown. I don't know if you can see that on the video, but if you catch it on the edge, you can see it's kind of brownish, not pitch black.
Yeah, it's not pitch black.
All right, shall we taste?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Not as much smokiness as I'd expect.
It tastes like bacon. Or like jerky, or like some sort of meat.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Beef jerky.
Yeah, that smokiness would definitely lend it that character. And it definitely has a pretty good amount of body to it. You can almost chew this beer.
Gross. It tastes like I had coffee breath, then I ate some beef jerky, and then I was left with that combined taste.
Actually, that sounds pretty good. I would love to drink coffee and eat jerky.
Oh, gross. Okay.
But this one, I don't know, I'm not really getting too much. I don't feel like there's a lot going on, really. It kind of makes me think of, like, drippings. Like when you cook a big roast and then there's the juice to make gravy out of with, like, little burnt meat bits and stuff.
So we're agreeing on the roasty meat flavor.
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird
I'm
to
not
say
getting-
beer it tastes like meat, though.
I mean, beer can taste like almost anything. Yeah, I'm personally not getting a lot of that coffee, but I can see where you would get that.
On a scale of 1 to 5, what would you give it?
I'd say 2.5. It's not like blowing me away, but I think it's pretty solid. I would never refuse this.
Yeah. if I ordered this at a bar not having had it, I wouldn't be disappointed. I wouldn't be like, why the hell? I just spent money on this. Like, I wouldn't have that reaction. I might not get it again.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. It's not my favorite thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably give it, you gave it what, a 2?
2.5.
I was going to say 2.5.
Yeah.
I'd probably give it 2.5.
I will say, as I'm drinking it more, I feel like the sweetness is becoming more apparent.
Yeah, I can see that. I agree. Mm-hmm. I think it's probably one of those beers that changes as you sip on it. I am picking up some more sweetness as we go along.
Yeah. But the score still stands.
Yeah, the score's... Yeah, I mean, it's fine. There's nothing bad. They didn't do a bad job. Just for my taste, it's fine.
For sure.
I do like it. I was reading their bottle, and they have this interesting description about 3 magnets and a text that they read and how it talks about, like, this utopian society that kind of goes with city and nature and, like, this middle harmonious thing. So I think that's kind of their 3 magnets is, like, these different pillars of society, and the third being, like, this nice blend of, like, nature and city, which is very Pacific Northwest. So yeah. I kind of liked that, like, poetic approach to their beer. Mm-hmm. I thought that was really cool. I would say try it. Mm-hmm. I don't hate it. Nothing to hate about this.
Nothing to hate.
So let's talk our relationship tidbit.
Yeah. We were thinking about talking about the first time we met each other's families.
Always an interesting thing of couples, and then with an interracial couple, always.
Look who's coming to dinner.
Yeah, jeez.
But yeah, so I actually met her family after she had met mine, but her family is in the Bay Area, and so for the holidays, our first holidays together, we flew down together. I stayed at her parents' place, and they were incredibly gracious and nice and kind, and seemed to enjoy having me there for almost 2 weeks, probably 11 days or something.
Yeah.
But we all had a great time. It was definitely a risk, but based on what she had told me, I knew that I would like her family, and I'm glad that her family liked me too. So we had a great time. Her sister and her parents were just very nice to me and made me feel welcome.
Also, mind you, we'd only been dating 9 months, and he goes to my parents' house for like 10 or 11 days. And the first time I met his family, I had met his brother at a social event, and I didn't know I was meeting him that day. He, like, forgot to tell me. And then I met his mom. Like, we had brunch with her one day, and that was fine and just chill. And then the time I was with his mom and his brother and his sister all together was Thanksgiving. So we had been dating for like 8 months at that point. But that first Thanksgiving, I think the thing that stood out the most was they like to play board games, and I do too. But I'm very competitive about my board games, and I play to win, and they're just so nice. They're like, oh, you didn't like that roll, go again. And I was just like, what is happening? I'm trying to make a good impression, but I want to win.
Yeah, that Thanksgiving, my sister literally said, there was a rule that we were arguing about. She's like, well, I think the rule says this, but if it only hurts me, we can play the other way.
And I was like, what the hell?
That's
like,
how my
no.
family goes.
So, the meeting of the whole family was fine, but it was very clear very early on that I do not play games like the rest of them.
Yeah.
And now, 2 years later, they know that I'm very competitive.
And that was also something that I had to adjust to when I went down to her family's place, because they are all very competitive, and I had to adjust and realize, there's going to be some smack talking involved. Like, her mom tries to get me a couple times, and I need to, put up, really, go forward with it. So.
Yeah. So that's kind of a little glimpse of the first time we met each other's families and those dynamics. So, yeah. More fun facts about our relationship coming up in future videos, and more beer reviews. Our next video will be the actual anniversary video. So that will be fun.
Yeah, we have a very special 2-year anniversary beer to taste for.
So yeah, stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think. Let us know if there's something else we should try. Maybe there's a 2-year brewery that you are aware of and that we did not know about, so we'd love to know.
Absolutely.
But yeah, and follow us on Instagram, Sydney and Richard. And we have a blog as well, sydneyandrichard.wordpress.com.
Check it out.
Check it out. Thanks for joining us, and until next pour.
Until next pour.